Here's the problem. A bus company has small buses and large buses in the ratio of 2 to 7. Small buses to large buses in a ratio of, did I say 2 to 7? 2 to 7. If the company has 84 large buses, if the company has 84 large buses, how many does it have total? Now, if you remember, children, ratios, you're supposed to do what?
Drawing.
Ratio box, right? What am I comparing? Large buses to small buses, right? Large to small. This is the ratio, and the ratio was 2 large to 7 small.
No, it's no 7.
Well, how about that? 7 large to 2, I was just checking. 7 large to 2 small. And the question it has is, if it has 84 large buses, which goes right here, right? This is the actual. How many total buses does it have? Now what do you know that's missing here is, I don't have a spot for total. This is just small buses, right? Yes, Mr. Hall, that's correct. So when you come up to a ratio box that has something and it asks for something you don't have, you may have to go and add an extra column on here because we're looking for not only large and small, we're looking for total. And here's where you have to do a little bit of thinking here. You take your mind off Einstein. If you have 7 buses and 2 buses, how many total buses is that? In the ratio, your total is 9, correct? And I want to know what my total is for actual. So I don't need this middle part. They done ask me how many small buses. You could find your small buses and add them together, but you're probably going to find that this is a little quicker and simpler. You don't need that middle box there. And then you just make equal ratios, proportions, fractions with this. 7 over 9 equals 84 over what number? 7 times what, 84? Anybody out there got that calculation there? 12. So 9 times 12 is 108. That's the number that would go in here. Now you could have found how many small buses there are, which must be what? 24, and then added them, but you might as well just do the ratio. So for the ratio problems, look to see if you don't maybe need to add a total box there. You should go up one more. Yeah, how about one more? We'll do one more. Ratio of football players to soccer players. Football to soccer was 5 to 7. Football to soccer was 5 to 7. If the total number of players was 48, if total players was 48, total players was 48, how many were football players? And here, once again, you can gonna draw your little ratio box. And they're asking me for a total. You're comparing football to soccer, and you want totals. In your ratio, you have what, 5 football to 7 soccer, so that's a total of 12 total people. Total players were 48, so that goes here. Okay, and you should be able to find the rest. How many were football? You don't necessarily have to redraw this in fraction form, you can just look at it and go, oh, how do I go from 12 to 48? Multiply by 4, so 5 times 4 is 20, 7 times 4 is 28. They wanted football players, so we didn't really need this one. Again, didn't hear the collective gap, yes, was we need.